Huh? Huh? What? What's that? Procter and Gamble have purchased the Tom Ford private line and Aqua de Parma, huh? And they're gonna water them down and reformulate them so they smell half as good and last twice as long. Oh no, no, no! Ah! Ah! Oh, whoa! Oh, thank God! It was just a dream. Oh, it was just a dream. Yeah. Better check the internet anyway. Oh well. On to base notes we go. Hey guys, Lex here with another fragrance video. Now today I'll be discussing another classic. This one is from the house of Givenchy. It's a 70s powerhouse and it is Givenchy Gentleman by Givenchy. Now this came out in 1974 and there's one scent that I actually never get round to. You know, when you mention 70s powerhouses, it does pop up a lot. It's quite popular. It's got a good reputation. A lot of people love this. A lot of people hate this as well. But so I decided to buy it. I got it cheap. It was £22 or something. I saw this 50ml for. So I figured I just bought it just before going into college one day, and it was in Boots. So yeah, let's get started. So this came out in 1974. So it's quite a nice sort of time. One thing I want to talk about is the bottle here. If you look at it here, this is the recent formulation. So if you look at it, it's got Givenchy Gentleman there. You know, it's got tiny bit of info in the back, but it's got Paris below that, and that's about it. It's actually quite a basic bottle. Yeah, it's not the best bottle. It's all right actually. It's not too bad, but I think I could have done a bit more creativity with it. But yeah, sometimes basic is good. In this case, that's true. So a bit of history actually. Givenchy Gentleman's an interesting scent because it really took the company a lot of fucking balls to release this. This flashed back to the 70s, you know, when, you know, patchouli was associated with hippies, you know, and everyone was like, oh, patchouli, I'd hate to smell like that. I mean, why would you want to smell like a hippie? That wasn't a good thing back in the 70s. So what does Givenchy do? They release this patchouli leather scent and just go, boom, there you go. And it was a hit. It was a serious hit. And I've got a bit of a theory as to why it was a serious hit. Now, when you think about it, like fashionable things, fragrances, clothes and stuff, a lot of people, not all, like myself, and most of the fragrance community, I hope, aren't influenced by TV, but a lot of people are. So for example, if you're reading a magazine, like a style magazine that says, oh, look, David Beckham or someone, you know, or Zac Efron is wearing this brand of shirt, you know, everyone's like, oh, what that shirt, or he's got a certain haircut, or he's got a certain brand of watch. Everyone wants to sort of go with that. It's just, you know, sort of thing. I remember you would watch football and a footballer would have a certain hairstyle and everybody would then have that hairstyle 2 weeks later. So, yeah. So I think that's what helped this was patchouli was associated with hippies. It wasn't something you wanted to smell like. But then when this came out, and bear in mind, this is back in the 70s when designer was king. You know, designer was ranked up there with niche back in these days. You know, it was really a lot more expensive to buy than it is now. So, yeah, designer was really, really classy. A lot classier than it is back then. And not everybody, you know, could afford it and stuff. So I think that it was good because it took patchouli away from the hippies. So instead of people thinking about hippies and stuff like that, they thought more about class and chic and style. I think Givenchy really helped up that. So, yeah, again, people saw Givenchy, they saw patchouli, and they didn't think of hippies, they thought of, you know, gentlemen in suits wearing gold omegas and swaggering around, driving Mercedes-Benz. But yeah, so let's talk about these sprayer. Enough about the history, I just find it kind of fascinating. Thought I'd share that with you guys. Anyhow, here's a sprayer. Now, bear in mind this is a 50ml, so the 100ml sprayer, I believe, is a bit stronger. But anyway, it's a 50ml sprayer. Not a bad sprayer, I have to say. Not as good as 100ml, but can't complain. And right off the bat, I get this very heavy sort of 70s vibe. So one way to describe this, it is a scent that is just pure 70s. It's not like Paco Rabanne Pour Rome where you can see it coming into the 80s, but I get this lovely patchouli leather right off the bat. Absolutely gorgeous, I have to say. This is one of the best leather scents, if not the best one in the market. It's very, very tough. It's like your classic offensive leather. It's not like, you know, Tuscan leather and stuff where it's a bit more sweet and it's nice. This is your classic hardcore masculine leather. Very well done. And since we're on the topic, I was actually reading on someone's blog that this version, they think this version is actually better than the original because the original was very loud and sort of chaotic, whereas the reformulation, I've toned it up. They've sort of took away all the rough edges, so that the stuff's still there, but it's more better blended apparently. But this is just fantastic. Another one I want to point out is Polo Green by Ralph Lauren. Everyone go, oh, it's better than this, it's better than this. I give the credit to this. Polo Green came out later. This came out first. Givenchy had a drawing board, they started something new. Ralph Lauren looked at what Givenchy had and thought, cool, how can we improve it? They had something to work on, Givenchy didn't. They had a drawing board, a group of perfumers, and some budget to spend. That was it. This feels fantastic. Very well made scent, very classy, very nice blend. It's very well put together. That's the first thing I can say in a sniff. It's very well put together. Yeah, really, really nice. Classy, formal, mature. Really well done though. Yeah, this is one of my favourites for a reason. It's great. Definitely great. So let's move on to performance. This one is not a disappointment. Performance, this is pretty heavy, 10 to 12 hours. And projection is not the heaviest projection, to be quite honest with you. I think projection would be maybe about just over an arm's length, but maybe a couple of centimetres more than an arm's length, about that. And it stays that way for a fair while. It tones down, but I guess one of these ones that hovers above the skin doesn't become a true skin scent. So out of the 10 hours, I'd say it projects for about 3 to 4 hours. Again, I need to take olfactory fatigue into account, so what I can still smell is 3 to 4 hours of that. And it's going pretty heavy, and then it starts to die down. But for 3 hours, it starts to go pretty heavy, arm's length, and after that, it starts to die down and sort of hover. But it never really sticks to the skin that much, from what I've noticed. So performance, this is pretty good. Now, how many sprays? With this one, I would say 3 sprays. Maybe 4 in the winter, chest, lower neck, back of neck, 1 in the wrist. But if you want to take it easy, I would say chest, back of neck, 1 in your wrist, and press together, and that's you. 3 sprays should do it with this. This is one of these scents that if you wear just a few sprays, it'll smell fantastic. If you wear too many, it'll smell obnoxious. In this case, less is more. It's a classy scent. It's got a great history. You ask any fragrance lover, they'll tell you all about this, especially if it's powerhouses like myself. One of the few scents that really did sort of go a different direction. I really like this for that. And yeah, so where to wear this and age group. Age group for this, I would say, would be in your 30s, maybe mid to late 30s with this. Again, if you're into powerhouses, you can wear whatever you want. But I'm talking about, let's say you're just you're not into powerhouses, you just want to wear a scent that matches your age group. I would definitely say 35 plus with this one. It all depends on you, but I'm saying the safe way, 35 plus. Get away with that. And again, if you go easy on the sprayer, this one, you pull this off younger if you went easy on the sprayer, because once it dries down, you get it's light, it's not too heavy, it's quite nice actually. I actually get a few compliments with this in college. I'll just put 1 spray in my hand and there's a whiff of it. No, it smells quite nice. I'm like, damn, you don't like L'Homme Parfum, but you like this? I'm impressed. But I'm not surprised. L'Homme Parfum sucks. Anyway, so yeah, for that. For this, I would recommend definitely Informal with this one. It is quite a nice scent. Very sort of upmarket smelling. It's really nice. I would definitely wear this for something special. You're going to a wedding, or you're dressing up to go somewhere. You're going on a date with someone, something like that. I personally wouldn't go with this if you're going on a date, because some people might not like this. It's a sort of, if she's a powerhouse lover and she used to like the smell again, but there is a risk that her ex or her other boyfriend used to wear this, so you need to take that into account too. But if you're with someone they'll like this, definitely for a date. Something formal, dressing up, wedding, stuff like that. Suit and tie, definitely with this one. It's quite classy. It doesn't seem like the sort of juice you would wear to go to McDonald's or go to the shops or something like that, So definitely with this one. It's not the most versatile scent, definitely for formal occasions only. So, yeah, that about sums it up. This is Givenchy Gentleman. A fantastic scent. I'm going to definitely have to give this one a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece. It's fantastic. It had the balls to go its own way, and it started its own legacy. Great release from Givenchy. Another thing I'd like to mention, don't listen to the flankers. Gentleman only Intensity have nothing to do with this. Intense is probably the best one, because it has that sort of darker vibe to it. It's more masculine, but they really should just be called, see if they just called it Givenchy only, or only Givenchy, that'd be great. Only Givenchy and only Givenchy Intense. That name sounds fine to me. Why Gentleman only? Only Givenchy sounds better than Gentleman only. What are you wearing? Only Givenchy. There's your advert right there. It's cool. I only wear Givenchy. It's the best. There you go. Right there. So don't associate them with this. This is the original. This one's the best in the line. If you want to wear the Gentleman range, stick with this. Don't go with the crappy flankers. Go with the original. Be a man. Be a Stetson man. I'm kidding on. I just had to say that after a certain reading some of the comments, but yeah. So yeah, that about sums it up, guys. Yeah, I think it's a really nice scent. So yeah, if you had any questions in this you're interested in, feel free to leave them in the comments, send me a personal message. I'm more than happy. So yeah, I'm more than happy to answer them. And I hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you out a bit. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. And don't forget, keep on smelling fly. That reminds me. I was hearing something from someone the other day that Boss Bottled attracts bees. You know what? I'm going to find out. Let's see. Boss Bottled. Yeah, let's test this theory out.
Not the bees!